use as a template for spray painting your logo onto things if you like that actual thing.
Great. Hi friends, host Eric here, Struggling with Fence People, here with host Cameron, and we have been playing wood. We've been playing Woodshop, okay? So you guys may remember what I was making before, and it's this, and I've been texturing it a bit and doing some shit with the Dremel tool to it that is sort of like introductory, playing around with it to see what I'm going to end up doing with it. I'm probably going to groove it out and like texture it more than this, but I'm not quite sure. Regardless, I said, Cameron, I got this new jigsaw. You might enjoy playing with it a little bit and try it out. And here's some wood, choose some wood, and do whatever you want, obviously. And he said, well, I want to do TwFP maybe too. And he did a very different approach than I take. I took the approach of just freehanding my letters and then cutting it. Now, Cameron, what was your approach in planning this?
My approach was, first, I drew it out in block letters.
Let's go closer now.
Yeah, I was trying to keep it mostly at like a 90-degree boxy font.
Let me see if you can see.
I like how the T, the W, and the F are all very boxy with...
Here, bring it over a little closer. Yep.
90-degree
right there.
edges. And then the P could have been curved off, as Eric noted, but I like this squared off approach to it.
Okay, I want you to hold it not in front of your white shirt.
Yeah.
Alright, so there you go. That's what it looks like. Looks pretty damn cool. And what Cameron noted is its power as a shadow maker. Let's demonstrate its power as a shadow maker.
Indeed. Maybe on this wall back here.
I was thinking on the ground right here with this light. Let's see if the camera's got it. Oh wait, now just tilt the camera down a bit more. There. Yeah, you can sort of see it. Let's move this over. There. Okay, can you move it that way a bit? Well, let's see. Can I see it? Here. You look through the camera. You look through the camera and I'll do that. I don't know. It's like, I want it to be able to see.
You know, I think it was working when we tried to make it go onto that wall there. That's what I remember actually working. I think with the light that's already there, it seemed like that was the thing. But, oh, here we go. Here we go.
Like that?
Looking good?
Looking pretty good, right?
Uh-huh. Looking
so
good.
So if we could project this onto a white wall, we can make it really big, or I don't know, sometimes it goes something blurry. On a smoother wall, it comes out less blurry.
And you could use it as a template for spray painting on legal surfaces.
On legal surfaces, huh, Cameron?
On legal surfaces. Only.
Only on legal ones. Only on legal surfaces. So, Cameron here being an ISTJ, do you have a ruler or just use a straight edge?
I used that piece of sandpaper because it had the correct 90-degree edges. A little bit rough, but then I went over it with pencil again when I needed to.
And how you noted you like my jigsaw.
Oh, you had a quality jigsaw. This DeWalt here. I personally had a Craftsman that cost about $60 at Sears and worked so poorly that I didn't choose to keep it. But this DeWalt here is heavy duty and it doesn't slow down going through half-inch maple.
Alright. And the cool thing is, as Cameron noted, because it's hardwood, even though this is not that sturdy looking, it's actually not very flimsy. You're probably not going to break that easily.
It held really solid in the improvised vise.
Right, we used the clamps, right?
Those clamps were awesome.
So I was telling the audience in a previous video that #1 rule for if you're like me, who's not naturally inclined towards this sort of thing, remember is that a huge part of this process is clamping. Clamp and move, clamp and move. Because you don't want to have like too much of the wood overhanging the edge, and you also want to make sure you have to be able to get to everywhere, but you want the wood to move. And so you clamped onto this white thing.
Indeed.
Which I had not considered that's a possible option for, because I thought I already had the perfect clamping thing, which is this thing. But this is actually better for smaller pieces of wood. That's probably better for bigger pieces of wood.
Yeah, this thing made out of 2x4s is pretty heavy duty, but this little guy was fine for my 5-pound piece of half-inch maple or something like that.
$15 I paid for that. I thought that was a fine enough price. It wasn't like a fantastic deal, but I don't feel like I spent too much.
It's bonus.
Okay, so this has been Woodshop Playtime at Eric's house, and Cameron has made a wonderful TWFP thing, and it'll probably eventually be sold on the webpage if you want to buy it eventually, if Cameron wants to sell it. And then, Cameron will get money, and then you'll have that thing. And you can make a shadow on your walls. We were talking about like attaching it to this big light thing over here and making it kind of like that the point, that it's a lamp that projects a shadow of TWFP, which I thought was a pretty neat idea of Cameron's, and I don't know if that's his ultimately his plan or just like that, I don't know. But regardless, thanks for watching Talk to Faith People, and don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. Shadow cheese doesn't count.